parchment has an enormously complex spell written on it that will reveal to you the Hall of Echoes when you are near its entrance. At long last, the elusive Hall of Echoes shall be revealed to you.
Remember this. The Hall of Echoes takes the shape your mind gives it. But remember, this is not the same place you were before. If you manage to fight off these memories, and the very place you must try to reach.
Go get him, boy!
You have a daring heart to wander into the realm of the dead. Realize you are unwelcome, as are all who have not yet shuffled off their mortal coin. Such insolence cannot pass unnoticed and unchallenged. You will reach the soul you desire, only if you defeat some of the more vengeful spirits you have sent to the abyss. They yearn to make you one of them, a resident of this vale of shadows, the Hall of Echoes, so that your memories may be hidden away as well, and yourself will dissolve into the great oblivion.
Well, aren't we dramatic?
Great betrayer has come to the final kingdom. Divine be blessed that a slayer may have another chance to bring justice. Never. I have sworn an oath, the same as you, but I will not commit the low-hearted treason you have. Die now, in the name of the Dragon Slayers.
There it is. The savage who destroyed this goddess sculpted in flesh. Hush! I'll make a worshipper out of you yet. I'll make you scream your devoutness for me till your vocal cords burst.
Again, pigeon dropping. I shall have one more chance to tear you to pieces.
Weakling!
Praise be that this hour has come. I have filled books with fantasies of torturing you, a library of pain. Finally, I can put theory to your tower no longer. Here you have come, and here you will stay. Damien, show me the next to sit on the throne while I bring anguish to your meat. Come, Razakel! Dinner's ready.
First we eat, then we'll bring his soul to Tartarus, and there, over and over again.
Shining.
Well, 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 my sweet. Look who we have here.
Why, it is the Dragon Knight, my love. Ensnared inside the Hall of Echoes, this time.
How kind the brave little hall dweller is, my dear, to so openly present itself to us again.
Such a marvel it is indeed, my precious. Let's not keep it waiting.
Manners before all, my darling, you are quite correct. I'll set it alight and you'll carve it up.
As you wish, my cherished, so it shall be.
They should have known by now not to come between the dragon and its wrath. There it is. Ignis. We are in Igurna's memory and about to witness her execution. Stop this from happening and she will live again.
Igurna, by the powers vested in me by blessings divine, I hereby sentence you to death for actively furthering the interests of man's most hated enemy, the Black Ring.
Do as you must. Providential prodigy you think you are. I am guilty of nothing but awakening powers in Damien that would have roused no matter how, and of giving him my love.
The demon within his soul could have been kept caged if it were not for the darkness you whispered into his mind. For this crime, there shall be no clemency. Farewell, Igurna.
Lucian, stay your hand. An intruder. You, step out from the shadows. Who are you?
Be welcome then, noble dragon.
Tell us, if it please you, why are you here? Out of the question. Take one more step forward and we will be forced to attack you.
And neither have we. Now, die with honor. No get must find a cure. This poison is killing me. I've been poisoned.
My headsman lay dead on the floor. The memory has been resolved. I shall live again. Wake up in that cold grave to find warm arms to embrace me. Damien, my love, I shall live again. And for you, my sweet hero. This is where it all ends.
Bid you welcome, Dragon Knight. Were this a place one would want to be welcome to? Yet do not judge it too unfavorably offhand, for it is here you shall have to learn the meaning of eternity. Poor creature. Igurna has claimed another soul, and Damien, my son, is stronger than ever. Yes, that is what I call him still, despite everything. No doubt you have guessed the truth by now. I am Lucian, the Divine, quite alive, yet often wishing I was not, as I dwell in this half-world, this cageless prison designed to keep me ever conscious and so suffer the torment of awareness, to be a wordless witness to the damned one's deeds, nonetheless. I have often shouted out in vain at one who unwittingly advanced Damien's schemes by doing the bidding of his dark mistress. From the very Hall of Echoes she skimmed the surface of Rivellon for her knight in shining armor, who was to be both strong enough to find her and weak enough to be controlled. Then, there you came, a formidable slayer, blessed with the power of the dragon, but humbled by a mind exposed after a ritual incomplete. It was Igerna who led you here, not Talana, as she took on the guise of that courageous woman and showed you a vision of things to come. This sinister empress led you to believe the lie even my old friend Zandalor held to be true. Igerna's life is Damien's death. No, Dragon Knight. Igerna's life is Damien's invincibility, as I learnt from my accursed son himself. They have been questing for the same outcome from within the Hall of Echoes and from without. Igerna was the first to triumph. You, her champion, ensured that victory against all odds. Against her lover, even, who never realized you wanted to find her soul for resurrection, not destruction. Now nothing is left for us. Lost phantoms caught in their sinister webs, but to watch as they lay claim to Rivellon and obliterate all that the heroes of man have spilt so much blood to protect. We will watch as the Damned One and his queen wade to their victory through war's crimson rivers. Time to wake up, my sleeping beauty.
My love, at last.
I battled tirelessly to release you from death's grip, and here you are, alive and free without my help. How?
I trained a pet. So acquiescent the little darling turned out to be. But I'll tell you all about that later. Is everything ready?
Oh yes, we are prepared. Come, my love. It is time for our conquest to begin.
The hour is late. A hero was lost. And the enemy approaches to render all in fire. Alaroth, I'll guard you yet. May deliverance alight as I become your Aegis.
The plane of Hypnolotomakia. I have found it. And there he is, the object of my pursuit. Why does anyone seek you out, the questing knight? Be they beggar, bishop or baron, they need your gifts. Ah, how good it is to be here in this empire of dream, desire, and fruition, where one is truly omnipotent. Ah, that those possibilities are but ephemeral illusions, as long as I remain caged in the darkness of a hostile realm. That was nothing, for I know this place well, and as yet retain an inkling of my abilities. Yet still I am nothing, where once I was. My name an omen, my actions roots of awe and fear. Yet this matters not until I am free again. In Rivellon I am weak, but in Rivellon I must be strong once more. See my undead legions walk before me.
If it is indeed the breeze of the abyss you hanker for, I believe it best you be kept shackled.
You speak before your turn, secret incarnation. You have not yet heard my terms. I will take you away from here, dragon, and bring you to the city of Alaroth, where my true self rots away deep beneath the cobbled streets, kept alive only by my dormant powers. Free me, and I will free the divine in turn. Well said. The time of words is over. The hour of action has dawned. To Alaroth, then, without delay.
Be careful, Dragon Knight. Do not risk what the release of this thing may beget for my sake. Here dwells evil. Do not forget.
Dragon Knight, where have you been? What has happened? Does Igerna live, and is the Damned One dead?
You have gained new insights.
Misinformation. Surely Zandalor was not mistaken in his assessment of the situation. all is lost. Nothing can halt their black conquest now. Belegar's bollocks, it cannot be. Pardon my language, my friend, but this is the most fortuitous news I have heard in a very long time. And you have the means to enact this miracle. Then I can only hope your wisdom and judgment run even deeper than that of the savant sorcerer who shields us all. But even if you can free Lucian, I fear it may not be enough to turn the tide. Alaroth is in imminent peril, and she needs the dragon to deliver her. Divine, where to begin? As you have most certainly noticed, we are trapped beneath a canopy of flying fortresses that threaten to destroy the city. Fortunately, Zandalor has a plan, no matter how desperate, that involves you and Alaroth's liberation. Though there is no alternative plan, we did send someone on Zandalor's mission in case you had fallen in the Hall of Echoes. You know her well. It was Commander Rowe who took up the challenge and ventured into the dark. Yes, to anticipate your question, she was placed under arrest last time you met. But the greatest dragon slayer in history belongs in the field, not behind bars chewing old bread, wouldn't you say? What a woman, Dragon Knight. I pray I may soon look into her feral yet gorgeous eyes again. But I hope with all my heart she is yet alive. But let us get back to Zandalor's plan. Here is what he told me. When the fortresses started to appear above Alaroth like black stars in a noon sky, he realized all were doomed unless he sought help. This is why he delved for an ancient being buried in the catacombs beneath the city. It lies incarcerated by the most unyielding sorceries known to any living mage. A combination of locks and barriers. And yet Zandalor removed from it the first spell of protection so he could use it to shield Alaroth. This was a desperate act. For if what dwells there breaks free, a second Damien will arise. Yet it is him you need to find, the tightly chained essence of the mad wizard, Berlin. Zandalor knows he cannot hold the shield forever, so he bid me to tell you you will need to contact Berlin and persuade him to cede to you the Eye of the Patriarch. Right now it is the heart of the city, the life's blood that shelters it from death. Yet, like any other heart, sooner or later, its beat is doomed to stop. But I can see you are not in the mood for metaphors. It boils down to this. Upholding the shield costs a tremendous amount of mental energy that will eventually exhaust even a wizard's mind. Suffice to say, we have hours, not days. It is a device of massive destruction that will allow us to obliterate Damien's horror-fueled armada. The logistic particulars are unclear to me as yet, but we'll tackle those when we get there. I honestly have no idea. This man, or creature, was completely unknown to me until Zandalor informed me of its existence. I asked him what he knew and how, but he remained strangely reticent. For the first time since I have known him, and that has been a good many years, I think I saw fear in his eyes. Never have I felt so nerve-shatteringly uncomfortable. Somehow, you will need to persuade him to give you the Eye. Barter with him. Promise him everything in return, but do not free him. Even if it means failure, do not set him loose. If you can, bring us back the Eye. Yes and no. Before she set off, Rode told me she would consult a famous historian. She believes he would know more about Berlin and the dungeon he is in. Maybe you should seek him out as well. A scholar named Thaddeus. He is perhaps the most erudite member of the Prancing Seahorse. You know this establishment, do you not? The Gentleman's Club? Mind you, it's more than that. Their library is a veritable treasure trove for those with an interest in obscure magic. But I shall keep you no longer, unless you have further questions. Time is of the essence. Time is what we lack. My word, you can. But I hesitate to ask even more of you. Once you venture beyond Mardanius Plaza, you will find a whole district of death. A no-go zone. Barred and barren. Not long after you closed the rifts and left to find Agerna's soul, an uprising began. An uprising of walking dead. I declared that part of the city lost, because I cannot jeopardize the life of one more champion. Still, if you could find the fountainhead of this plague, and let run dry that hellish well, once more all of Alaroth would be in your debt. I'm afraid that is impossible. He is wrapped in deep meditation and cannot be disturbed. Should his shielding spell fail, Alaroth will fall in a matter of moments. I think Zandalor has a plan, but he didn't say much about it. Worries for later, my friend. One of many. The only thing I know is that he must reside in the catacombs that run like mole-dug labyrinths beneath our feet. I have heard the most extensive of them lie directly under the Academy on Source Square. But getting there will mean crossing the Styx. But of course! What is it you are looking for? Chanel's your girl. She lives on Lanelor Lane. She's a skilled alchemist and a fine illusionist as well. Would you like to hear more about the other service? The best in town would be Dr. West. He's the city's mortician and the most avid practitioner of dark lore. He currently resides in the emergency barracks on Mardanius Plaza, down near the city entrance. Would you like to hear more about the other services in our... As luck would have it, 2 of my best trainers are right here in the Ministry. You can find them on the upper floors. Would you like to hear more about the other services in Alaroth? There used to be one on the 1st floor of the Phoenix Inn. But he's long dead, I believe. Would you like to hear more about the other services in Alaroth? As luck would have it. Would you like to hear more about the others? As you wish. Best of luck, Dragon Knight.
So, now you know who I am. Know what lies deep under rock and earth. Even Zandalor bids you to find me, and you will. Find me. Release me.
You know, I was having dinner when this thing broke through the window of my house. I ran straight for the market without looking back. Turns out I left a trail of bread and sausage. Luckily, the champions were able to trap it. Now, throw it into an incinerator, I say. Laniel is really starting to scare me. I don't even understand that language he speaks. And the chanting. What is that all about? You know of him? Well, he lives in the same house I do, only on the upper floor. I've never set foot in his rooms. Likes to keep to himself, really. Not that he frequents his chambers a lot himself, but when he's there, I often hear weird noises, whispers in a tongue completely alien to me. I have even heard the dull droning of chants and incantations. Frankly, the man gives me the creeps. I'd imagine so. Looks to me like them claws could go right through the toughest of armor. But that won't hurt no dragon hide, will it? You've got the advantage of us there, and I thank the Divine for it. Though heaven knows when I'll dare return. Champions may be there, but I don't trust them. But you'll venture into the city, won't you? How about getting me my diary back? I treasure it immensely, and no undead abomination has any business reading it. I live an exciting enough life, thank you very much, and I'll reward you well if you save its written form from extinction. Good day.
I met a witch in the woods once, and she wasn't half as scary as this abomination.
Don't step too close to the cage, Dragon Knight. Some joker tried to pat it on the head and lost his throat in the...
What a creature. Look at it. Strong, vicious, deadly, and obedient to a fault. This is what my army need.
Well, I knocked it unconscious during my fight with it, and I figured maybe Lord Deodatus might want to examine it. Tip me for it, you know.
Come, fit my harnesses and... Looking for armor, Dragon Knight? I have the best Alaroth has to offer. What a curious tickle in my brain. Makes me want to lower my prices. Sold a lot of armor since the sun was blackened and good for me pension. I just wish to damn that woman immediately. Always a pleasure to... see you, Dragon Knight. Always welcome.
I can't believe it's really you. The one and only...
Want no secret?
Interested in magics? My little...
My business will go down the drain if more customers don't come. Perhaps I should take the edge off my prices to entice them.
Oh, never mind, Moira. I think she quite fancies me, you know. Yeah, that's all well and good, but her husband is sitting right there on the bench. Still, why not enjoy a little back and forth while we're still breathing, eh? Oh, God's curse that... You...
I don't know what's taken my wife so long. She's been at this potion
Want no
stand for hours,
secret?
it seems.
I don't really need any potions, but that merchant is just so darn cute.
Need directions, Dragon Knight?
When all this fighting is over, I'm going on a walking tour through the dark forest. But would that be safe without a compass? I really need one. If I could find one.
This is the great... If you go down beyond that lies Crow's Nest. And you!
Alas, that such a warrior...
Don't try for me, you bastard! Look at me, dead and burning, but I will have my revenge, Bikara.
What a pompous buffoon. Pray he finds the way to the Hall of Echoes soon, so his petty memories may be devoured.
What a question! On those who killed me, of course. I am Karakara, a champion of Alaroth, who fell at the hands of invisible beings that tore my mortal shell to shreds. But let not those silver eyes shed mercury tears for me, 'cause damn and blast, I shall yet be avenged. Join me, Dragon Knight, and together we'll slay those spectral fiends, or be dubbed bone-headed blackguards. Ha! They'll cry for clemency and scream in agony. I will meet you at the scene of the crime. Look for the house of Crowell the Sorcerer. Death and misfortune to all our enemies! Huzzah!
Stand back, please, Dragon Knight.
Please,
let us mourn
stand
this
back.
fallen warrior.
Over here, Dragon Knight. How can I help you, friend?
I'm sure I can make even greater sales if I amend the costs of my goods a bit.
Indeed.
So many pretty things one can buy from Madame Tiffany. Alas, I can't even afford breakfast. If I keep up the act, I'll break even a dragon's heart, and that jewel will be mine. Wouldn't be the first sucker to fall for my schemes. Just a couple more softies and I can live the life of a noblewoman. Been like this ever since me poor husband passed away. Nothing we had, so nothing he left me. A beggar's life is all I have. The healers don't just leave us to our fate, but things have been tough lately. We don't get as many hot meals as we used to, but it's not their fault. Bernard is the leader of the healers' house. He told me lots of food has been stolen. But what can we poor beggars do? That's a lie, you can't know. My thoughts are my own, you can't know. I'm gone, don't tell them. I don't want to go to jail.
What do you want? I don't have the time and patience for penniless peasants, you know. Rich, you say? Oh, but then you are most welcome. 'Tis not often I meet such august company like yourself. Necessity, great Dragon Knight, sheer necessity. My shop was on Mardania's Plaza, and that place has been swamped by deathless creatures. But I'll be damned if I let slip a good sale, be abominations below and Damien above, or the other way around for all I care. All good things must come to an end, they say. Well, then so must the bad ones. And I'll need all the gold I can get my hands on to repair my home. My prices may be steep, but maybe it would be wise to appease such a mighty customer. And that is why you are my
Like hell, that's the wine talking. I ain't afraid of no ghost, and that's all there's to it.
I'll bet you 5 gold coins you'll run like all the others. Go on, go tell that spectre what you think of it.
Hey, ghost! Come out, wherever you are.
Here I am, ready to strike you down. Over here, little man.
What? Where? No, don't!
I'll find you where you sleep, and let my nails sink slowly into your lungs.
No! Get away from me! Ah!
From hell I call to you, soon to perish. Eternal torment will be thy fate. After all this time, I still remember the secret of the paintings in the room upstairs. The dark knight rides his steed towards the tower. Your time has come, poor prisoner. I don't know. Certainly you did something naughty in the past. Hannibal's the name. Long deceased, but far from dead. What else is there for me to do? This is the place I want, and I'm doing a good job if I say so myself. The regulars speak fondly of me, and Ricky over there never even has to pay for a tough arm to get rid of the troublemakers. When I was alive, I was a blacksmith and enchanter. My only rival was a man called Bedouin. Bedouin had a workshop on the first floor of this inn, and one day I locked his door behind him so he would miss a smithing contest. Alas, when I made away with the key, chuckling to myself, I fell down that blasted hole in the floor and broke my silly neck. That's when I decided to haunt the place so no one would dare to free dear old Bedouin, and he'd croak in turn. Simple as that. Guilty as charged. But it's fun to be a rascal. You know what my count is. 9. 9 people I have scared to death by now. I'm telling you, I've never felt so alive. Let's see how long it takes before another kicks the bucket after a good boom.
Dragon Knight, what a fate!
Join me for a drink, Dragon Knight. Dear gods, I can't believe I lost my pearl necklace. It was a unique jewel. As long as I don't get my marching orders, no. Plus, I can use some liquid courage. What with Damien hovering above our heads.
Well, leave me to be drinking. What else is left?
Hey, I noticed the name. Wanna join us for a drink?
Oh, I can't believe I have to pretend these two dimwits are my friends. What a critic mustn't do to stay incognito.
Why, yeah. We're having a real girls' night out. Certainly the Black Ring might kill us all soon, but that's all the more reason to be merry as much as we can, I say. Where are you going? Come back and have some brandy.
When I close my eyes,
Oh, the buggerman is so
Bugger off, will ya? I'm not in the mood for a chat. Well, aside from your meddling, I'm hungry, I want a decent plate of food, and to read my Alaroth Times in peace. Only food is scarcer than brains in Bourdain's head.
Oh, damn this filthy place. Just cook whatever it is you have so I can go home.
Noisy.
Hello there, friend. Are you here to sample Alaroth's palatable pleasures like me? To think I travelled all the way from Verdistis to taste the chef's coq bourrée. That I do. 'Tis no secret I enjoy immensely the work of art that is the appetizing aliment. I travel all over Rivellon to taste the best every kitchen of every city has to offer. I have even magically taken the guise of a goblin in order to taste their shaman bowel soup during the yearly festival of blood. Unfortunately, the spell did in fact transform me into a shaman, and I had to do a runner. Never mind all that. I'm here now in Alaroth, ready to have a good meal. Damien be damned if he interrupts it.
Ah, but it does. I just try to keep up my spirits, and good food is the way to do that. Not that it doesn't affect me. Dead in the street. The smell of burning flesh. But then the scent reminds me of a good piece of wild troll steak, and suddenly life is worth living again. Live well and eat well, Dragon Knight.
Ah, you have come to congratulate, of course, the great Bourdin, the best chef in Alaros, nay, in the whole of Rivellon. No one is as dexterous as I am with knife and fork and spoon. Omelette? Such a meager platter is an insult to the genius of my cuisine. Surely you must have heard of my famous coq bourré. Bien sûr, I knew it. People flock here from faraway lands just to get a taste of my signature dish. Alas, I missed the key ingredient for my celebrated stuffing, without which I cannot prepare my work of art. Gogambert, an exquisite creamy blue cheese made from the milk of the famed white giant rabbits that roam the pastures of Ferrol, the mighty dukedom. To think a food critic is in my restaurant right now, awaiting the result of my mouth-watering métier with ravenous anticipation. A review in the Alaroth Times can make or break my reputation. But think a bit further, Dragon Knight. If Damien hears of my divine skills in the kitchen, perhaps he will spare me, yes? Oh la la! But I can't just give you the recipe. It shall die with me. Still, because you are my dear friend, I will divulge to you the 3 basic ingredients. They are a large rooster, Gorgambert cheese, and lots of Rimmer rum. The rest must remain a mystery. Magnifique! Please, mon ami, talk to the customers and find out who the food critic is. It is he I must concentrate on. And of course I will need some Gorgambert, without which I cannot make my coq bourré. When I have it, I will certainly win the critic's stomach and heart. Do this for me, and the name of Bourdin will echo through the ages. Your guess is as good as mine, Dragon Knight. You see, shall find. I hope you are right. Mon Dieu, my career depends on it. And if now you'll find me some Gorgambert, the cooking can begin.
Hey there. Want a drink, I suppose? We can all use one in these depressing times.
Blast. Halliwell will kill me when he finds out I lost the key to the top chamber. Must have lost it under the bridge, but I like it better locked anyway. Those strange sounds. Anyone else, I'd have thrown out of my inn.
Yeah, all right, if you really must know. There's no denying it anyway. I rented it out to the only one who dares to go upstairs, and that turned out to be the chap from Rivertown. He's a holy man, and a great and proud warrior. But still, there is something very wrong. The lights I've seen coming from under the door. And even when he was away, I heard a scuffling along the floor. Frightens me to bits, to tell you the truth. No, it's only a half-scary ghost. He likes to frighten people, but not that many have died of shock. Great way to keep out the drunks he is, though, or to get them out. But the really alarming place here is upstairs. No one has gone up there for as long as I remember. Rumours of a weird entity keep people away. They say the living remains of an enchanter still roams the top floor of this inn. What pact with the devil he must have forged, I don't know. But you'll not see me upstairs, not in 100 years. Oh, my father always wanted to install some device there. Something magical that would lift him. How he hated stairs. Never had the gold to have it constructed. So, there you have it, a hole in the floor. Mind you, I did place a sign of warning after someone fell down and damn well broke his neck. You could say that again. will probably be killed in the next few days, and I've lost my last little tangible creature comfort. I'm not married, but I still think that was in very poor taste. It's my mother's amulet, actually, given to me when I was a lad. Told me the Divine would always protect me when I wore it, she did. And though I don't believe that anymore, I sure would like to have it here now. Problem is, it's in my house down in the Crow's Nest, where those undead roam. If ever you go there, I'd be much obliged if you retrieved it, but honestly, you'd have to be mad to go there. I have no idea, to be honest. My parents are called Henry and Eleanor, and they were the owners of the Phoenix Inn. They went on a sea voyage some weeks back, and nothing has been heard of them or anybody else on the ship since. 'Twas then that I have taken on the role of landlord, and Bourdain became the head chef. You can find him in the kitchen if you're feeling peckish. Aye, Dragon Knight.
I can't move this.
The door! You actually opened the door! What a day! Greater service a skeleton never had. Sweet freedom from this roomy tomb. Finally, I can invite customers again. Power up my machines. I shall make masterpieces of enchanting yet. I can feel it in my bones. So it's some enchanting you're after, yes? But I can't do much more here than play the xylophone on my ribs. I know it would be useless to drink it without papilli, but still I should like an amphora of high old wine, just to remind me of foregone days. These machines don't run on Bourdain's food, you know, not even his famous drunk chicken. I need forced stones and orbs, and special kinds too. You won't find them in Alaroth. Tell you what though, fish around for a goblin energy orb, and I can fire up these 3 old engines in one go. Can't tell you much more than the obvious. If you see a goblin, ask. Why not indeed? I am Beduran, as you can have guessed. Gods bless that draconic intellect. I am an enchanter. Lucrative job that. Kings shower you in gold if you forge them blade and shield, and have the queens in turn show their munificent nature when you place the medallions around their neck. Alas, success breeds jealousy. Hannibal was the green beast that stalked me. Locked me in here is what he did, so I'd miss a contest. The underhand weasel. Only the fool went and broke his neck. Then, refusing to give up the ghost, he started haunting the inn. All those cowards refused to hear my pleas and cries for help. Before long I knew I'd die here. My last resort was to drink a potion given to me by a necromancer that promised eternal life. The soul it preserved, but the damned concoction stopped short of bodily upkeep. Thus I became the skeleton in the cupboard. No problem.
The one that sees, still fascinated by old Hannibal, I see. He's still alive? A ghost like me? That lucky son of a char. And I can but haunt this dump unseen. Oh well, no rest for the wicked, as they say. Let's see how long it takes before another kicks the bucket after a good.
What's your poison, my friend? Aye, Dragon Knight.
Need herbs and plants for potions? My modest herbarium harbours all, no matter how obscure. What I can, I'll grow myself, but most of my stock comes from the woods outside of Alaroth and the Oribus Fjords. Obviously, those places are inaccessible now, so I have no idea how long my store will last, let alone the ones that sell fresh food. What a way to end this. Proud Alaroth brought down by Damien. Nothing we can do. Such a pity. Freshest herbs in Alaroth. Get 'em here, best quality, best prices.